Not really possible, but I'm just pissed, man. It's like I keep every time I wear this white hoodie, I always spill coffee on it. Like it's just the timing of the rotation of the hoodies I wear. I'll rotate them and shit, and then this happens. So like I might as well just take off the damn lid at this point. Just spilling over here and shit. Hold on, man. It's as good as I'm gonna get it. Let's just spill coffee every time. But they give you that like compostable bamboo, eco-friendly like lid. That's the only thing I hate about that place. But they got nice people. They're really nice people. So these two white ladies that just they started. I think like last week they're asking if I was part of the community and stuff. Actually, I got asked that multiple times. What's going on, Shady? Appreciate you dropping in. Hold on, let me make sure. Okay, I got it. Hold on, let me turn on my Bluetooth. So, on top of the hill here, I've been having bad connection. It kind of delayed the start of the video. So let me know at any point if it gets kind of wonky right now. You know, at any point, let me know. So we'll see. These are here for now. There it is, man. I'm supposed to go and do my little recordings, you know, um, nearby. So when I get a chance, I'll get over there. I decided to take a stop here at the park because I was like, the amount of when I was doing was just making the coffee spill. I'm gonna let the cup down. That sounds stupid, but I'm gonna let it settle down, and then from there, I'm gonna just go about my fucking day. I'm chilling right now. Coffee still hot, man. What's going on with you, Shady? Talk to me, man. I might throw on the Duck Simulator today. If I don't do that, we'll see if I turn on. I'm gonna do Moonstone. I did Among Us more recently, so I'll throw on Moonstone. I'll just have like a 3 game rotation now for live streams. You know, Among Us doesn't end technically, so yeah, that's really interesting. Yeah, man. I'm chilling here, man. We'll see how long I chill before I decide on getting on over there, putting some work in, making something happen. All these damn napkins on me. I have to re up and get a few more in a second. You know, it's funny because all summer, all I do was accumulate napkins, which is kind of funny. You just go places, you just pocket a couple, take them with you, and then yeah. Ever since then, I'm like, I'm never gonna use these. But then I held the same ones up until fall, winter. Starts to get to that sniffly season, and here we are, man. But it's a spilt coffee check-in for those dropping in, saying whatever, hanging out. People going to and from work, whatever weekend activities you got going on. Right here chilling. Crazy, man. Not far from where I need to be. I'm like a bus stop away, if anything. A bus stop away, man. It's been a minute since I was able to really just sit here and chill. Just sit here and chill for a second, man. It's funny. I like being on the other side of the bench, but this side is the most dry. You know what I'm saying? The other side is nothing but like it's just still moist. Pause. It's still wet on that side over there. But I'm chilling over here right now. We're having a good old time. Trying to see if that's somebody I know. Yeah, I ain't far from the campus, really. Not too far from the campus. I say like a ride away. But people park on this side and they just walk over. It's not that far actually. You know. What's going on, Dylan? What's good, man? Thanks for dropping in. I saw your comment on the last video. My bad. I saw it late. I replied late to it, man. But yeah, it's good. It's always good to see you, hear from you, man. It helps because you have the same profile picture, so like it helps to you know, every time I see that, like, you know what I mean? But yeah. Let's see how today goes, bro. It's gonna be really chill today. I just decided, like, last time I did a live stream was like a couple nights ago, maybe 2 nights ago, a night, a day and a half, night ago, where I just pretty much, like, we had they were doing construction across the street, and the construction was affecting our water. So like in our faucets and like our toilets, whenever we flush the toilets or just run the water, it's brown water. Like all these minerals and extra like construction stuff was affecting our water. So it was like that for about a day, or like half of a day, like 12 hours, maybe a full day of just having brown water at the house. The water got shut down for a second. They turned the water off, and then when it turned back on, yeah, it was just brown again, or just brown or whatever. So we had to boil it. I threw some ice inside the filter, poured the hot water over the ice, and then we just had like boiled filtered water, and it's as good as I can get it. Has the least amount of minerals and brownness. Like the extra rust and minerals and shit. Like it wasn't in there. So that was kind of what we were dealing with the other day. It was like, we're just dealing with that, and I still have the water bottles from that night before. Ended up going to Safeway before they closed. I was like, I just need to get a thing of water bottles, man, right now. Just need to get one of those, man. So it's been I don't know, man. I've been a little more pissed off than usual. I'll be honest with you. Just like one thing after another just happening. Whether it's just some neighborhood shit or just some targeted shit in general. Everything I've been speaking about kind of just been in a weird, in its own weird, strange way, just manifesting itself. And I'm like, damn, bro. Obviously, like times like that, you got to think a little more positive, but it's hard when everything's hitting you at once, and you have certain things out of your control. Ayush, what's going on? Am I reading that correctly? Ayush, what's going on, bro? Appreciate you dropping in. Yeah, man. So I was just thinking about that shit. I was like, yeah, things could be better. Things could be a lot better, but I'm just trying to exercise gratitude. Even in, it's one thing to say it. It's one thing to say you're grateful, but it's another thing to really exercise gratitude daily. So anyway, I said that to say, like, we had a Beyblade event. Shout out to my guy Chris. We had a Beyblade event. Like a meetup or whatever. Last night that was pretty chill. We kind of just hung out, drank bubble tea. You know what I'm saying? The context. Well, when did you get in? When did you walk in? My bad. I'm just recapping the past few days. Last time I did a live stream was like 2 nights ago, and that night that I put the live stream on, I was walking to the Safeway because I was walking to the grocery store. Excuse me, because I don't know where you guys live. Walking to the grocery store to get some bottled water because we had brown water at the house from they were doing construction outside. They were doing construction across the street. It affected the waters. The water got shut down for a while. When it turned back on, we had brown water coming out the faucets, brown water in the toilets when you flush it. It was just like pretty much all the water in our house was brown. And it's like, I talked to my neighbors. They're down the other side of the block, like they're down the hill or whatever. I'll talk to him on the way home. I said, "Did you guys get brown water last night?" And he said, "Nah, man." I was like, "Yeah, it's really just our pipeline and alleyway. Like our pipeline and alleyway always gets affected by like power outages and water. It's always something, man. It's just like stuff like that is just kind of out of my control. There's only so much I can do for it. You know what I mean?" So I don't know. I was just thinking about that. I was like recapping, like, it's one thing to really talk about gratitude and do an affirmation kind of talk, but to really live it and try to exercise it. Like being in the heat of the moment, I realized, like, yeah, I'm not there yet. I can humbly say I'm not quite there yet. I can humbly say that I was in a good mindset when that was happening. I was pissed off because it was just like, see, if it was just me, I might have been okay. But the fact that I'm living with my dad and my brother, I'm like, the fact that it affects them, like part of me is like, I gotta activate right now. I gotta walk over, to the grocery store, which is like eight blocks away, uphill, go up there, get some bottled water, carry it all the way back down, 24 pack joint, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. So I'm just sitting there like just thinking about how much it irritated me and how inconvenient certain things are. I don't have a car, so I wasn't able to get a ride. And it's like I'm not gonna pay for a lift, you know what I'm saying? It's just a little shit. So it's like, but that's what it is, man. I was like, you know what, man? It's kind of rainy tonight. Like when I was buying the water bottles, I was like, it's kind of rainy tonight, but I get to work on my arm strength. That's one way I looked at it. I looked on the bright side. I was like, yeah, I gotta walk 8 blocks with a 24 pack of water, but who cares? You know, stop bitching and make that arm strength get stronger. That's pretty much what I started thinking about. But at the same time, I'm trying to get better at a mindset, or have a different mindset where it's like you don't have to look at it as bitching. You don't have to look at it as a strenuous task. You just have to look at it as something that has to get done. It's just sometimes it's just things that need to get done. This is the situation. We have brown water for tonight. Hopefully it doesn't last till tomorrow. Get some bottled water. But I just thought about how much that irritated me. That was the last live stream I did though that night. So the point I'm making is like between then and now, the great the good side of things is we had a little Beyblade meetup, casual meetup last night from like 6 to 10ish or some shit like that, and we were just chilling and it was just positive vibes, man. Everybody was just kicking it, just hanging out, and it's like I needed that, man. I was like I needed that, and like I said, shout out to my guy Chris, who pretty much was running that event, and or it's not even an event, but we looked at it as an event. We technically got a recruit. We technically got somebody out of there, which is kind of funny. But he might just come hang out. He's part of the server now, but who knows? But this dude, was talking to Chris, and we just started talking about anime, TV shows, and movies and shit. And like, I started thinking, like, I was sitting there, I was like, you know what, bro? Every time I have an hour in my day, if I'm not doing like a stream like this or like some type of recording or like another video game stream or another video game recording itself, if I'm not doing some form of those things, bro, like, I don't know, like if I'm not doing any of those things, I feel like I'm not doing the right stuff. I feel like, because you know what I mean? Like I'll sit there and I'll replay old shows or old movies I used to watch. I'll do shit like that. And that's cool. That shit is cool, don't get me wrong. But part of me feels like I'm wasting time. But I was like, low key, I need to just find time to really just have a list of shows or animes I need to watch. Things that I just like have downtime to enjoy. You know what I mean? Really spend downtime just enjoying some things in life. So I started thinking about. So it's like, I don't know. I mean, I've been getting better at identifying this shit in my life, slowly. Like, the more I slow down, like my body feels like it's getting slower. But then at the same time, I'm like, once you get back in motion, you realize you can pick the speed back up. I'm still at a interesting health factor, or like an interesting point in my life where the factor of health isn't at risk. And I've been keeping myself healthy this whole time. You know, I don't always eat the best, but I'm always moving. So I'm always like, I'll eat and then I'll walk it off. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good thing. It's a good thing, basically. So, like I say, man, I'm counting the pros and cons, but when shit hit the fan real quick, I was like, yeah, I gotta lock in right now. I gotta just lock in. So that's life, man. That was only like a 12-hour thing. One way you look at it is it could have been worse. You could be living like Flint, Michigan, where like they kind of just accepted the fate. Like, yeah, their tap water is a little, it's messed up right now. It's messed up right now. You know what I mean? Like, you just got to live accepting that fate, and that's not healthy. That's not good at all. You know what I mean? So it's a little tricky. It's a little tricky, man. Um, I'm doing good. When people are like, "How you doing?" I'm like, I'm over here tripping on little things, realistically, but at the same time, I can't complain. So when you hear me say I can't complain, I already did the knowledge. I really thought about it. I was like, yeah, man. I'm not really there. I'm beefing about shit, but things could be better. I can't complain though. At the end of the day, I can't complain. So that's where I'm at with this. Yeah, man. I like these little short check-ins, man. I'm gonna give it a couple more. I might wait till the little 30 pop, hit the 30 pop, and then we'll see from there, man. Because I'm not gonna. It's the weekend. I'm not gonna sit here wasting no one else's time. And Um, yeah, man. If y'all pop in and say what's up, that's what's up. I appreciate those that popped in. You know, Shady, Dylan, and Ayush. Appreciate them all three for dropping in. That's and everyone else that dropped in too that doesn't chat. Sometimes people just come and observe sometimes. Um, that's a cool thing. It looks nice outside today, right? But it's windy. It's kind of chilly. Like I kept saying this. I was like, it's cold, but it ain't chilly yet. Now it's starting to get chilly, but it's been getting windy the past couple of days. Like wind has been blowing, bro. It's crazy. Yeah, buddy. I don't know, man. The coffee's starting to get cold too. Just kicking it outside. Coffee getting cold. You know, take what I can get out here, man. Shit. Start seeing the leaves blowing. Shit. Yeah, man. Oh, I think a bug. What the hell is this? What's up, man? Thought that was a bug for a second. Is it? Nah, I thought that was a bug, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think it was just a piece from the tree. That shit freaked me out for a second. It looked like a fuzzy bumblebee, like a new type of wasp. I got scared. Hell no. It's funny, man. I be out in nature, just normally out in the parks. I be just around trees and shit all the time. And then I think about it. I was like, it ain't as bad as Australia. This is tame compared to Australia. You just be outside in Australia, you get ran up on by a kangaroo, crocodile, or some shit. That's a different level of wild zone. Like literally. I've never been on that time. That's different. It's a different level of preparedness. People just be wrangling crocodiles and kangaroos. I've never done that. I don't want to see it either. I'm good off that. I don't need to see that. It's crazy. Yeah, man. I can't wait to get my little recordings in. These are cool. Every now and again I'll check out YouTube Studio. I just, it's almost like I guilt trip myself. Like you owe it to yourself to make another video happen, another recording, another, session or something like that, whether it's connected to the Wi-Fi or not. So I feel as though I owe it to myself to make that happen, and I don't always do it. I think in more recent time I'm like, yeah, it's getting colder outside, so there's no reason to be outside. That's one. But then two, it's like, you know, we got to utilize our time differently and a lot better. Just sit there and be a little better and more strategic with time right now. And this don't get me wrong, this has its own click through rates here. This has its own click through rates, and it has its positives. But the check-in shit, man, it's unnecessary sometimes, man. It's unnecessary some days. I really could just let the camera run, and I might hit the mute so I can hit the bathroom low key, off in the corner real quick. I low key might have to. The funny thing is, I know about this building here, so I don't know if I'm trying to piss on the side of it. I might have to though, bro. Fuck, I might have to. So bad 'cause there's like kids and shit around. Fuck. That's what happens when they ain't got no toilets nearby, or like porta potties and shit, man. I really might have to. All right, give me a second. Hold on. Just gotta make sure my notifications is good. But yeah. Um. Yeah, man. We back in the saving money phase. I did a couple of investment things here and there. I actually bought like a hat cleaning kit. About to just kind of spruce up and deodorize or whatever. Help deodorize some of my used hats. Start selling them, and then I'm also gonna get into like the CD collection. You know what I'm saying? Get into the compact disc collection and start selling some of those. Some of the sentimental stuff. Like I think I said this. I said it in a recording, so it wasn't live, but the Danger Doom album, like stuff like that my cousin bought for me. That was one of my first like albums I ever had. Really was Danger Doom. At least that I had and I held on to. And that was back in '05. So that's we're getting close to the year mark for that. And the funny thing about that was like, um, I'm holding on to that shit. You know, like all the stuff that people bought for me, I'm gonna hold on to those. Those are a little more sentimental, obviously. If I went to a ball game or something with somebody, and then I have a certain hat because of the ball game, I'm gonna hold on to that. But also, you see, like these style like dad hat kind of stuff. These ones in the A frames that have these. So the funny thing is, in my family, primarily on my dad's side, everybody got big foreheads, man. Like everybody got some big ass foreheads. Like for whatever reason, I inherited. See, my mom got a big forehead. I inherited, or she got a big head in general. Pause. Um, but I ended up getting like a small, compact face. I'm like, damn, I might not even be born from this family, but start having same traits and all that shit and characteristics, or facial whatever. The point I'm making, bro, is like my head shape is small. Every time I wear my normal like fitteds or like snapbacks and shit, it should be right in the top of my ears right here. Like, remember when people used to have the face mask all the time? People used to be rocking the face mask and getting that little, the little pain thing right in the back of their ear. Like that shit. Sometimes if I got that and I put the hoodie on top of it, it does get to the top of my ear, and I'm like, yeah, the shape of my head is small, so I can't even really rock these. But the little smaller hats, they just fit perfectly. It's kind of funny. So I was like, honestly, man, I used to not fuck with these, but I'm starting to gear more towards them because of the simple comfortability or whatever. So your boy might have to rebuild the whole collection. That's what I'm thinking. So check this out. If I rebuild the whole collection, I'm gonna have to rock each one in the pre-recorded joints now. So that's what I'm gonna have to do. Walk around with a case and just start walking around with this shit when I go to like a university. If I go to university or other campuses, and just start rocking the shit, so I can just show it. I'm gonna just show it off, and I'm gonna record it, and then I'm gonna sell it. So that's my plan right now. Cause I got some old school, Houston Astros shit. I got, my Yankees joint. I got the Yankees thing in the Bronx. I bought the what do you call this? The Yankees thing in the Bronx, and I got the Mets stuff in the Bronx too. It's crazy, man. Desiree, what's going on? What's going on, Desiree? How you been this morning? Oh, well, afternoon for you. Sorry, how you doing this afternoon? It's getting close to noon over here. What time is that? I gotta double check. Hold on. 11:35. So yeah, I'm at 11:35 right now. I spilled coffee on myself, so I was like, I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna just finish it at the park, man. Fuck it. Before I walk over. God damn. Grab that shit. No. I see that thing, man. Got of dirt and rain everywhere. Let's see, man. Desiree, let me know if you're still there. Let me know if you're still there. Yeah, it's getting close to afternoon too over here. I might shut it down early, but we'll see. I'm gonna let it ride because one thing, even when I used to do the early streams, bro, like back in the day, it's like I used to go for like an hour and a half, just letting the battery run. It would be summertime too, so the battery be getting killed in the sunlight, and it could be better, man. Things could be better. This could be way better. I have to, might have to hit it, man. You're wrapping presents right now. That's nice to hear. We're gonna do like so tomorrow for like the little event we're doing. It's gonna be kind of a gift giveaway thing for the Beyblade stuff, but you have to earn it. So you have to make points in each match, and you cash in the points, and then you get like presents. You pretty much get presents for yourself because they're pretty much free. Like I bought a whole bunch of blades that I wasn't gonna let people pay for, and I was like, I want people to earn these. I'm just gonna put a point system so you can earn it. So if you participate in a match or two matches, you can accumulate enough points to get your own thing. But that's cool because we're doing that, and then we're also doing like a present thing. My friend Mars is doing something with like, I think it's like white elephant kind of thing on next Sunday. So there's gonna be a lot of what I don't even know what the word is, like festive kind of events. You know what I'm saying? Things in the spirit of the holidays, I guess you'd say, just in the month. You know what I mean? You missed me, you can text me. You can text me. Just don't bug me like multiple times throughout the day. But you can always contact me. Whatever. But just at any time. you know. But yeah, no, yeah, you're right. I haven't like streamed since that one night, and nobody really popped in on the live. That was like midnight though, like 11 o'clock, like Wednesday. Wait, what is today? Saturday? Thursday night? I think it was Thursday night. It was like Thursday night. But yeah, American groceries for you. What's going on, man? What's going on, bro? Appreciate you dropping in. Thanks for being here. The crazy ass ad. That's the craziest ad I've seen. Yeah, what's going on, man? Hope you've been well, man. I don't even know a lot of people. Thanks for everyone that's dropping in, man. You know, we're chilling right now. Um, about to get in the mode right now. You can see I got the button up on underneath. So sit there, get the recordings in, you know, get closer to I'm not I'm a couple blocks away from the campus. Get over on campus, you know, check in. I don't know if they're gonna have me sign in, but I'm gonna check in and be like, yep, I'm right here right now. Let's get it in. Get to talking, get them recordings and whatever, man. Had to get my coffee in the morning. You know, had to get the coffee. They give you that weird compostable bamboo, whatever cut, man, you know. Just came across your video, just thought I'd share some love, even though we're strangers. It's my business page, bro. Well, yeah, I guess yeah. Nice to meet you, though, man. I appreciate you dropping in. Are you in the middle of doom scrolling right now? I was doom scrolling this morning, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I get caught up sometimes, so I know the feeling. But I appreciate you dropping in and saying what's up. Um, yeah, just thought I. Oh yeah, yeah. Thank you for being here, man. A second. All right. Yeah. And it's oh Desiree. So what's going on over there? Like, is it still you still caught in a blizzard? Like, what's going on there? Because over here it's like we've been having some windy nights. So like in the city, it's been real windy. But like if you go a little like south of the county or like southern part of the county, it's been windstorms. Like it's been windy. And the thing about it is over here we seem okay. There's actually a bunch of branches all over the ground right now, but I think if you go a little south, we're gonna have like a couple. I don't. Hopefully not, but a couple trees might have toppled. You know that happened a couple months ago. I think I was telling you the story about a couple months ago when the other side of one of the streets when I was walking home, tree kind of fell on the wire and before it hit the house, and that was kind of crazy. I was like that was real close. That was one of the windy days on like October or something, but it's starting to pick up again. You're on call today? Are you at work? Bro, I can't lie, my dude. I ran an American grocery business in the UK. Wait, what? I can't lie, my dude. I ran. Oh, you run an American grocery business in the UK. I don't know if I understand the context of that, but that's interesting. Like, I don't know how that. Like, is it just like what? Like, what do you mean? Are you're importing American groceries to the UK? Is that what you mean? Let me know if I'm understanding that correctly. Let me know if I'm understanding. But Desiree, you're at work. How snowy is it though? Like, how snowy is it over there? That's crazy. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy, man. It could have been worse if I'm being honest here. Things could be worse, you know. This could be a little bit. Actually, hold on. That was somebody else for a second. That was somebody. I was like, wait a minute. That was my old coworker. Oh, sorry. I should use grammar better. Yeah, bro. You export U.S. products into the UK for sale in your store. Nice. What would you say is the biggest like, on the state side, the U.S. American export that they like in the UK? Like, what would you say it is? I feel like it. I could be wrong, but I feel like it's probably like chips or something. Is it some type of chip or is it like are you doing like deli meats or something like that? Does that make sense? Or like cereal? That's what I'm assuming. I'm assuming you guys, because a lot of the shit over here, it's really sugary. You know what I mean? We have like a lot of extra ingredients, preservative stuff in our food. So I can only assume that. Um, and I've seen this with like a lot of other countries when they taste our soda and they taste our soda or they taste like some of our snacks. They're like, yo, it's a lot of what I mean. It's a lot of something, but it's good. You know what I mean? They like what we have. They like our junk food, basically. So I can imagine. I'm assuming it's junk food, but are you saying specific like like a General Mills kind of thing, or like a grained bread or something. Like, just I don't know. Hopefully, what I'm saying makes sense. Like what I'm trying to ask you. But what would you say is the biggest United States export snack or just thing in general that they love over there in the UK? Here we go. You know, mine are just sub to your channel. Of course, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, mainly I do like candies, chocolates, cereals, drinks, baking products, spices, sauces, that sort of thing. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah, man. Bro, what's the number one sauce though? It's got to be barbecue sauce because America is barbecue sauce. You know what I mean? At least middle America, like down south. It's you know it's funny. This is one dude I used to work with. Shout out, man. I don't know if he ever finds my shit, but shout out to my guy Tron. That was his name, Tron. But he's from Chicago. He's a what's it called? He's from Chicago. And like we were eating something. It was like some beef jerky or something. And he shared some beef jerky. You want to try this? I was eating it, and I was just like, oh, that's pretty good. He said, you want another one? He's like, is it spicy for you? I was like, oh, it ain't too bad. And I was like, I was eating it, and it wasn't that spicy to me. I was like, oh, I guess, is this spicy to you? He said, man, you Filipino, man, you guys be eating all the spices. I was like, I guess that's kind of true. And I said, wait, but you, like, where's your family from originally? He said, well, he said, Illinois, but even my family down south, like, we just do barbecue or whatever like that. So he's like more of the barbecue side. Like his black family is like more, he's full black, but it's like his family in general is more the barbecue side than the actual whatever, you know? Because I'm used to growing up around like guys from Louisiana and Texas and down south, but like they love spice. They'll fuck with some barbecue, fuck with some spice, tough. You know what I'm saying? They'll fuck with that shit tough. Cause it's like, yeah, if it ain't spicy, man, you gotta add a little more whoop whoop. You know what I'm saying? Louisiana red or whatever else they got. You know, if you're down south, you get the little tapatio and all the extra shit. They just love some hot sauce. They love some red sauce, man. And I just feel the same way because I grew up in the neighborhood, but I also like grew up eating Filipino food, so I always like spice, which is always funny to me. My bad. He said we seem to love barbecue sauce. Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels has a barbecue sauce. Dr. Pepper. How was it, bro? What the fuck? Dr. Pepper barbecue sauce. Part of me don't believe you, but I believe it because America will do some crazy shit. They have the Jack Daniels and Coke. Do you guys sell the Jack Daniels and Coke over there? Because last time I went to I want to say a baseball game. It's like a can, but it's like Jack Daniels and Coke inside both of them. If that makes sense. And Hostess cakes. Oh, you know what? That makes a lot of sense because what is it? The Twinkies and shit, like Twinkies and zebra cakes and yeah. Do they like honey buns over there? Because honey buns is a big thing here, obviously. Hostess cakes, chips. They seem to love. Oh, the bundle deals, raffles, etc. Interesting. Yeah, we can. It's in soda can type. Yeah, right. It's like the alcohol, but it's like it's Jack and Coke in the can, which is kind of funny. But that shit is good, man. It tastes fucking good, and it's like if you drink about 2 or 3 of them, it'll start really hitting you. I haven't drank in like 2.5 years, so the last time I had it would have been 3 years ago, maybe 2.5, 3 years ago. No, it might have like exactly been 2.5 years ago because I was like half blacked out after one of the games, bro. Like we were just drinking. I ain't gonna say we, because at some point my dad was like, bro, I'm good off that. And then I just kept on peer pressuring my brother to drink more with me, man. It was fucked up. I shouldn't have did that. I'm terrible. But that's what happens when you got money to spend. I'm thinking of getting a physical store with coffee shop with honey buns, cinnamon buns, etc. So do they not have? You know, it's funny, like because we don't really specialize in sweets here, like I'm trying to say, like how in Europe, like in France or like with French sweets, French delicacies and shit. Like they have the sweeter side of stuff. Like we don't really have that in America because we always have some other shit, like some form of sandwiches, if you will. But I think that's why we created honey buns and like the weird like because like Twinkies. I think Twinkies were formed originally as like an army ration. I could be wrong. Like in the army, they had a ration that was like it's breaded sweets or whatever. It's like a quick like sugar rush. So I think I could be wrong. It was either Twinkies or another item that was like an army ration. But we don't really do the way like Europe is way better with like the delicacies, if that makes sense. You know what I'm trying to you see what I'm trying to say? Like you get like a chocolate croissant. It's like it'd be a there's a way that the French do it, there's a way that the Belgium do it, or you see what I'm trying to say? The Belgians will do it. Belgian waffles, like they do sweets a little differently than we do. I'm trying to think, but I don't even think we really. I don't even know, bro. I think I swear to God, our main shit is like barbecue and then some form of hot sauce. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. Let me know if that makes sense. What I'm trying to say though. I get you fully, my man. I'm oh, don't drink anymore due to life circumstances that happen. It's just better for me, my partner, and children. If I don't drink, full stop. As I get, yeah, I feel like I wasn't, yeah, I wasn't really there, but it's just like I will go to a point where like I think I'm gonna black out, and I'm like, nah, I can keep going, and I would just black out. You know what I'm saying? And like I drink with people who have high tolerances, so it's good that they kind of get me through the day or get me through the night, and then make sure I got home. Because there's some days where I would black out and I would just walk home by myself. I would make it home sometime, somehow. I don't know how I made it home, but I would just make it home. But it's just funny how that works, man. Yeah, that's kind of, it's good that you caught that though. You know, I'm doing it for personal purposes. I'm trying to stop drinking for 10 years, and then I'll pick it up again when I turn 40. So when I turn 40, I can drink again. But right now, for my 30s, like, I need to lock in and focus. The problem, I think, because I don't drink anymore, I'm not as like loose, pause, or like relaxed. So it's interesting now. It's like I'm a little pent up a little bit. Like I'm not as relaxed as I need to be. So I might have to start incorporating a little more CBD or like weed again. But we'll see, man. Just sometimes like I get a little riled up, and whatever, just a little pent up. So I'm like, I probably gotta chill out a little bit, just find something, or just find some like activities that are real chill, or like have some positive whatever. You know what I'm saying? Man, I spilled coffee on the shoe and on my. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, that's interesting, man. I'm trying to think like I'm really think like what really makes American stuff. I mean, obviously like some all American shit would be gumbo, but there's no way to really export gumbo. You know what I'm saying? There's no like, I mean, you could do it, but it's not gonna be the same. Even like a crab boil or whatever, like a crab boil. You know, what I'm trying to say like the down south kind of foods like that, the very specific stuff that you would get over there. Baltimore has the blue crabs, things like that. We have the salmon up here in Seattle, like, yeah, I don't know, Midwest barbecue type shit. I just think about that stuff sometimes. Like we do have some specific stuff in specific areas here, and I'm happy that I got a chance to try some barbecue down in Texas at Terry Black's before I die. You know what I'm saying? Just in general, I'm happy I got a chance to do that. I'm happy I went to Tampa and got me some Cuban food, Ybor City, just going around, through that whole section, just getting some Cuban food, just eating good, whatever. I'm happy I got a chance to experience all that. You know what I mean? The kids coming out there. Yeah. I'm gonna wrap it up in a minute or so, American. And if Desiree, if you're still chilling out with me, I appreciate it. Let me see. You know, I really might have to hit this corner pocket just to use the bathroom. I hate to be the guy. I'll BRB. Yep. Hit the mute. Hit the corner. Your boy had to leak. You know what I'm saying? Drain the lizard paws, man. Forgive me. That's my issue, though, man. I get overly hydrated every morning, man. It's not a bad thing either, obviously. Obviously. Yeah, man. I gotta think about that stuff. Anyway, I came back just to say peace out. I'm at the 40 mark. Appreciated American Grocery for dropping in, man. That's a really interesting business thing, man. I like that. Yo, my white hoodie is stained, man. This Tampa hoodie, Tampa University hoodie, University of Tampa, excuse me. I think the joint is stained, man. I'm sad about that. All coffee marked up, man. Let me walk on over to a couple blocks. Get a couple blocks down the hill. Well, yeah, down and over the hill. And I'm gonna get over on campus, start getting to the recordings. I chop it up with a few people, see how they're doing, checking with people. You know, man, the usuals. You know how that go, man. The usuals, man. So yeah, anyone that dropped in and out, anyone that was here, I love you guys and I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna wrap it up right there real quick, and I'm gonna get on about my day, man. All right, man. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Peace.